Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, I am finally going to be submitting my votes for the starting five for the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference team. So basically, we're on NBA.com, like the voting portion of it for the All-Star game. And it says I get to pick 3 front court players and 2 guards for the East and the West. So this is my own personal opinion, guys. Keep in mind, just because I say a player should start does not mean like a certain other player should not still be on the All-Star team. It's just these are the guys I think should start in their respective conference based off their play this season, you know, stats and things along those lines. So I am going to be doing the Eastern Conference first, as I think this one's, I mean, I guess they're both, I don't know if they're easy to do, because there's definitely a few that I was kind of like going back and forth on. But yeah, man, so here we go. For the starting guard, now I personally think that the backcourt for the Eastern Conference should be 2 point guards. I feel like that's a very strong position out there. I feel like the shooting guard position is a little weak as of right now. I mean, there's some great players, of course, but I think the first starting guard for the NBA All-Star game should be Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's absolutely been killing it, guys. Let me pull him up here real quick here. 25 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds per game. Yes, it's not exactly leading to like wins for the team or anything like that, but Kemba Walker has just been on another level, so I think he should get the All-Star appearance as the starting guard. For the other guard position, this is the guy that, you know, he's been kind of a little bit of a drama king as of late, but he's still a dominant basketball player, one of the most fun point guards to watch in the entire NBA. And of course, guys, is going to be Kyrie Irving. Let me look him up here real quick. I wish there was a better way to do this, man. Kyrie Irving, yes, of the Boston Celtics, averaging 23 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds per game. He just had a crazy game against the Toronto Raptors, leading them to victory. He had like 18 assists or something like that. So he was going to be the other guy at the guard position. Now, I'm sure there's probably like a ton of shooting guards. I'm just like, maybe, I don't want to say overlooking. You know, like Victor Oladipo or Bradley Beal. Those guys are definitely really good players. I just see, you know, these 2 guards just as the more like, I don't know, man. Because I feel like I had to have Kyrie Irving in it, but I could not just like look away to what Kemba Walker's doing this season. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. For the small forward position, we are going to be doing the laugh man himself, Kawhi Leonard. Yes, guys, 28 points, 3 assists, 8 rebounds per game. Now, I cannot promise you he is going to be back in the Eastern Conference next season. I have no idea what this dude's future holds for him, but I do know that as of right now, between him and Giannis, definitely, you know, as far as like front court players go, was one of the best out there. So yeah, Kawhi Leonard going to get voted as the starting small forward of this team. For the other forward position, I mean, I just said his name. It's going to be Giannis. There's no way I'm looking beyond, yo, Giannis. How do you spell his name? There we go. Oh my God, there we go. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 26 points, 6 assists, 13 rebounds per game. I mean, Giannis has just like taken his game to the next level. And the craziest thing about him is that he's not doing it with like a mid-range game or a 3-point shooting game. He's doing this solely by attacking the basket, getting in the paint, and just being like physically more dominant than everybody else. I mean, he is the Greek freak. Like, he is the forward skinny version of Shaquille O'Neal. Like, if Shaq was just, like I'll say, man, skinnier and attacking the basket was a forward, that's what Giannis is. Just nobody can stop him at all. So there we go. And then for the center position, now there's quite a few good centers out there. I didn't want to be a homer and just be like, you know, Andre Drummond. So I decided for the center position, I'm going to go with Joel Embiid this season at 27 points. 4 assists, 13 rebounds per game. I think he's by far the best center in the entire Eastern Conference. I'm not saying the entire NBA, but in the Eastern Conference, I thought that was a pretty simple one to do. So we're going to add Joel Embiid, and that is going to be our starting 5 for the Eastern Conference. So next up, we do have to do Western Conference players. Now this one, I would probably say was actually a bit more difficult. There were certain positions that was easy, like for the starting guard position, no doubt, guys, going with Stephen Curry. I mean, I still think he's the best point guard in the NBA. Averaging, what, 30 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, still getting it done from the 3-point line. He's like, isn't he like 3rd all-time now in threes? And I heard that within the next like season or 2, he's already going to be #1 all-time in 3-point shooting. He's going to be like Wilt Chamberlain, some of the stats he puts up just in the 3-point column. Like, he's going to completely shatter all of those records out there for the 3-point shooting. So Stephen Curry right there. For the other guard position, a guy that I think is probably MVP, and that is James Harden, averaging 35 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds per game. The Houston Rockets had a slow start to the NBA season. Carmelo Anthony did not work out that team. Now the team lost Chris Paul. Eric Gordon has been having injury issues out there. Clint Capella's out for like a month or two. And James Harden just continues to put this team on his back and lead them to success. So yes, James Harden right there. And now we get to the small forward position. And I know, like, people might say, or I guess I should say the forward position, because I actually have two small forwards for the two of the forward positions out there. And I know the easy one is going to be LeBron James. So let's just throw him on there right now. I know he's been out with injuries and stuff like that. But that doesn't take away that he's still LeBron James. He's still going to start in the All-Star game. I don't care if this dude plays one game of the season. Like, I feel like he's going to start every single season he plays up until the day he retires. 27.7 assists, 8 rebounds per game. Lakers are not nearly as good without him, so he's going to get that. And then you might think my next one is Kevin Durant. But it's not, guys. And this is not me just hating on Kevin Durant. This is more so me paying, like, respect towards a certain individual in the NBA that I really think has been playing on an MVP level, and that is actually Paul George of the OKC Thunder. I think Paul George is playing MVP basketball, and I think he's a huge part of the OKC success out there. While Kevin Durant is great and everything like that, let's be honest, man, if the Warriors, like, got rid of Durant, they would still be dominant. I know he's putting up the stats, but I just want to pay respect to some of the little things out there, like Paul George really helping out that OKC Thunder team at 27 points, 4 rebounds, 8 rebounds per game. So Paul George, I think, deserves to start. Do I think this is going to happen? Unfortunately, probably not. It's probably going to be Kevin Durant. And then now I want to end with the center. Now, I know you can play like 3 like small forwards if you wanted to, so we could just throw Kevin Durant in there, and call it good. But I do want to add like a power forward / center type of player to the lineup. So, once again, the easy answer. You guys might be thinking, well, come on, man, just toss Anthony Davis in there and let's call it good. I'm actually not going to put Anthony Davis in the starting 5. Now, I'm not saying he's not the best big guy in the entire NBA, because he is. But there is a team out there that's playing great basketball. I mean, I know that they just got blown out by the Warriors, but everybody does. And that is Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. Now, the reason I say that is just, I'm sorry, man, but for too long, Anthony Davis has been getting a pass on the Pelicans. Like, this team is not winning basketball games. And I'm sorry, man, but I just feel like that's a big part of it. I know maybe one of the exceptions to this is Kemba Walker, but that's just because I feel like the Eastern Conference is a lot weaker in certain aspects. But Jokic has been, like, a big-time leader for this Nuggets team. He's averaging 20 points, 8 assists, 10 rebounds per game. Defense has been better this season. I think he deserves to start, guys, with Anthony Davis come off the bench. I'm sorry to say that. I know people are going to disagree with that. That's just what I'm thinking. Plus, seeing his passing in the All-Star game would be freaking awesome to watch. So those are my starters, guys. So I'm going to review and submit. And there we go. There it is. Stephen Curry, James Harden, LeBron James, Paul George, Nikola Jokic, Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. I think I have a fair mix, of the best of the best out there, but also guys that I think are having some of probably their best seasons of all time. So, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below who your starting 5 is for the Eastern and Western Conference teams. Also, let me know in the comment section below if I just completely disregard anybody, because I feel like there was a guard in the East that I'm just totally not paying attention to. Some like superstar guy I'm just not thinking of. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Peace out, my friends.